Okay, so back in February, Stuart Dresner said to me, there'll be a lot of European delegates at this conference. So have you got any European research that you could share with them? So I said, okay, we'll go out and we'll get some. So over the last few months, we've interviewed 53,000 people across Europe. And it's the first time I'm presenting the findings from that research. So we were looking at the likelihood of giving consent by country. We were looking at the motivating attributes of consent by country. And also we tested, and this will show you, I'll show this in the workshop this afternoon actually, 2 identical statements in UK and Germany and how those 2 countries reacted to that same statement. And so the first thing to say is the breaking news is that actually Europeans are different. Yeah, that's the first conclusion that I've drawn from this research. So the first thing was the likelihood of giving consent. And this was the question we posed them. When asked to tick a box allowing a company to market their goods and services, how often would you say that you agree? So the Italians and the Spaniards, 35% and 33%, they're at the top. We then have the Poles, Swedes, and UK in the middle, going from 32 to 27%, and Germany, 26 to 22. Now, you may look at that and think, yeah, it's not that much difference, 22 to 35. But if your entire marketing program is driven through the data that you collect internally, it's very, very important. So if you were approaching 100,000 people, you'd get 35,000 Italians agreeing to marketing and only 22,000 French. That's a big difference. We were then interested in what motivates people from different countries to give consent. And we've broken them down by these attributes. So we've got wants and needs, fears and hygiene, and this final section on the left, actually, that's some benchmarks we use when we're optimizing permission statements. We've taken the trust one out of there as well, just that element. So, and we've ranked it by most important to least important. So first thing to say, the Italians, this is what motivates them. So what's interesting there, at the most generic level, not overlaying age, not overlaying sector, not overlaying loyalty, you see that it's mainly the positives, the rewarding, exclusive extras, etc., etc. We look at the Spaniards, a slightly different mix, slightly more concerned about data security and need less information. Polish seem a little more concerned also with data security. The UK, trust is a key thing for them. And what's interesting, actually, we also broke it down by age. And of all the demographic groups across the whole of Europe, the over 55s in the UK are the most motivated by reassurance to commit to consent. So they are into the fears and hygienes, the over 55 UK. So it's just an example of you tend to look at things from your own perspective, but actually there's a lot of difference out there, and it's important as marketeers and lawyers to consider that variation. Then we've got the Germans. They're motivated by interesting and exclusive statements, which also appear trustworthy. And we've got the Dutch are motivated similarly to the UK, actually in their order. And finally, the French, they're motivated by a rewarding, trustworthy statement that also reassures on data security. Now, with all that difference, you might be interested to know that we have actually, with all this research, we've actually found the perfect permission statement. Yeah? So I'm going to reveal this today to you. So behind this door lies the perfect permission statement that's going to work for everyone. What is that shining through the keyhole? Is it a tick on the perfect permission statement? No, it's a K. There you go, marketing. There's no such thing as a perfect permission statement. So it's about using marketing to create a compelling case to persuade different profiles of individuals to agree to talk to you. So the findings from that European research at the very top level, Italians and Spaniards are most likely to give consent, French and Dutch least likely, and there's diverse motivations on why people give consent. So the inconvenient truth is, despite one pan-European legal framework, because consumers react differently, it's inefficient and uncompetitive to create one statement for everyone.